Well, there's my clubhouse, Gordo's. The where world problems get solved
Oh, yeah?
with a bunch of drunks.
And we thought it was good to film there, huh?
Yeah, it was nice of Chawa to let us use it for a nominal fee.
Mm.
So
How'd you ask her?
I said, Chawa, you want me to make this place famous? And boy, I can't believe you're actually tasting that soup.
Yeah, it wasn't very good. It was like soup made that day.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm.
Art did a really good job remembering his lines, which is a lot more than I can say.
Well, anyway, everyone, this is Ralph and Casey,
Oh, yeah.
writer-directors of U.P.H.O, and joining us is the star of the movie, Daniel Holmes Lujan.
Yeah.
And what were you saying about not remembering your lines?
Oh yeah, I was just hungover, unfortunately.
Hungover when you filmed this.
Yeah.
This day.
Yeah, we were saying how much Ralph looked like John Lennon in that wig.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I
Oh,
do
that's-
kind of look like
That's
him in that
me.
way.
Yeah, look at that waddle. I do walk like an old man.
You walk like a chef. And I walk
That's it.
like a dumbass there, too.
Yeah, you guys like my landscaping on my yard?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, when it's overgrown like that, it looks pretty good in black and white.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so we filmed all this stuff in Mexico. Like a couple months before we filmed the rest of the movie. I think
Yeah,
we
at
filmed it in
least.
July.
At least, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it was July.
So 2 months later, we filmed the rest of the stuff.
Yeah.
The spaceship stuff and then the field spaceship.
Actually, I wasn't here for all this.
Yeah.
See
first
that?
half.
See that bush by his shoulder? It's not there anymore.
Oh man!
Oh, what?
And back there's a shed now.
Yeah, there's
and
a
that
garage.
that was just where it was starting to be built.
Yeah,
you could
oh,
see,
yeah, you
you
can
could
see
see
the-
the foundation.
Yeah. Yeah, right here, I feel I could have done a better job on the
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's always U.P.H.O too.
Yeah. If we make a
Look
second.
at that look. Looks like a spoiled child to me.
It kind of does, huh?
You know, I was watching that movie, 1960s space movie with Remy. What was the name of it?
Remy.
Yeah, it's an actor, Remy, where the spaceship comes and lands, and this big robot he has this big robot with him, and anyway, inside when I was watching the movie, they had the inside of the set of their spaceship had the same louvers that we had on that wall.
Really?
Yeah, and theirs was backlighted too.
Mm.
Yeah, if you ever catch the movie, damn, it's not War of the Worlds.
So basically, you're saying we're creating professional-looking sets.
Somewhat. Yeah.
With our somewhat professional acting, too.
So we shot this basically in the porch of your home,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we just dressed it up and we shot it for several hours.
Yeah, we figured the porch would be a good place because of all the aluminum. We figured like a steel spaceship.
Yeah.
Thank God for mobile homes.
It might have been your idea. You came up with the idea, hey, we could probably do it here.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I don't remember coming up with that idea myself.
Well, the proportions were kind of
Yeah.
for a spaceship size.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Star Trek got their idea for their set from that.
From that movie.
How'd you grow out that beard?
Manure. Yeah, I really got a thin sideburn there, don't I?
The strap.
The strap that shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because your facial hair, when you're 15 years later, is dark, but then later on after you make the pho, it's gone
white again,
and
yeah.
you have white mustache trimmed.
Yeah, why didn't we put the beard on?
I don't.
Because it was funnier.
Doesn't
being
make sense.
stupid, kind of.
We had Gillette.
Mm-hmm.
We had razors.
That's the you don't notice, but that's the second time a modern car drives by.
I didn't notice that. I just saw that for the first time now.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was a comet.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
There you go. Excellent.
Well, I'm sure glad I had that facial work done by Donna. Get my age spots taken off.
Oh, yeah?
For that close-up.
It's a good close-up. And we filmed that in like a field nearby where you live, too.
Yeah, it turned out to be a pretty good location, except for that darn car.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I don't think most people noticed it. I didn't really notice it until I just watched it again.
Just right now,
I
yeah.
I told you we should have spent more on security.
Yeah,
Instead of 0.
yeah. Let's play it again because I think we have some more stuff to talk about.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, starting again.
So what was like your favorite part of filming it? Or any memories from the bar?
The bar, because I enjoyed being there with Art, my son. And he really handled his lines like a professional.
Yeah, we when Carly and I were driving to Mexico, that same day I was basically, hey Art, do you want to be in this movie? Because Carly doesn't really like acting. And Art was like, yeah, sure. And then we went over the lines during the drive, and you know, we drank a bunch the night before, and the next day we got up early, and I think he was hungover too, and he knew all of his lines, like perfectly.
Yeah.
So
It's amazing how someone can do that, and we can actually have written the script, and then forget the lines that we have written months.
Check out the old cash register.
yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And they still use it. They just pop it open
yeah?
though. It just stores money. You don't compute anything on it. You just have it pop out. You put money in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think with
cool.
with us, we just because we're doing everything on the movie, we can't even concentrate on remembering the lines.
Yeah, I know.
Mhm.
It's kind of the last
Yeah,
thing.
like me, drinking.
So for Chef Holmes's lines, Art came up with the idea of making cue cards for you.
Yeah, he was just getting impatient with me. I don't blame him.
So right there, you're reading lines, I think.
Yeah.
But you know what? It looks...
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Casey didn't know that you were
I
reading
didn't.
lines until we told him after, so...
What you have to tell him?
Because only the real fans care.
It was a secret, yeah.
Carly designed that little retirement paper thing.
Paper.
And then some of the names, if you pause it,
Where'd
see
you
some
get
of
that shirt?
That shirt?
American Way?
It's like, no. Like Old Navy or something. Anyway, as I was saying, if you pause and read the names on that retirement proclamation, it's the names of cats, like my roommate's cats from college.
Oh, really?
Pfeiffer and Rufio are in there. So.
Never noticed.
Yeah.
I think I saw that a while ago, but I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really like the way you dubbed that sounds for the instruments.
Freesound.org, where I get every sound I've
Every
ever
sound.
used in any movie I've ever made.
Isn't that your battery over there? Didn't you on the set? There's like a computer, but there's a big battery.
Oh yeah,
right
it's a
there.
it's a
Right
power,
A solar power.
solar
thing?
power, yeah, power pack.
That was your set designing, your set dressing.
But Carly did a pretty cool job with all those little panels and electronics she bought and putting cables around. And it looks like a cheesy 60s movie set.
That's for sure.
We got that monitor, I think, for free.
Yeah,
on the left-hand side.
I think I finally got rid of it.
Yeah?
I might have given it to Carly to bring back.
Oh.
For
we might
if
have,
you
might have donated.
Ever needed a 70s prop, 80s prop, whatever the.
Yeah.
I do look tired.
Yeah, that was a late.
Yeah, it was a late day.
Costumes were designed by Carly and Marie. Actually, Marie sewed the shorts that I'm wearing, which are the second half of Casey's dress.
That's right. I saw her there.
Using
a couple of nights before, I think she came over.
Yeah, she helped out. Yeah. And everything else is just like foam core covered in material or like belts purchased from American Way. Actually, the belts in this movie,
which is a thrift store, right?
Yeah, it's a thrift
American
store, like
Way.
Goodwill or something.
Yeah. I like how we use the whole dress and then for shorts too. It's like
the entire that dress was just completely used by us.
Not wasting anything.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like it put on weight too.
Yeah. That chef shirt is big, kind of.
The new sex symbol.
Oh, thank you.
My goal was for Casey to be kind of androgynous, and that's why I wanted him to wear sort of like how Star Trek has like
skirt things
for men or women, and then it was kind of like to make everyone.
Yeah, it does kind of look like he's in transition.
But I don't know. He still looks like a man.
So it's my it's my job.
Yeah,
you know?
But I think it's funny, kind of showing that maybe on that planet where they're from, they don't care about those kind of things.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that?
In that last little scene where I look at my ageless machine monitor, I have that confused look, like it's another computer to me.
It wasn't acting, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it wasn't acting.
It wasn't acting at all.
Yeah.
So, like, when you were looking up just there at the ship going by, you were actually looking at nothing, of course, right?
Yeah.
Because we used it as a model, as you can see here, that was way closer to the screen.
That's why they call that acting.
Acting, there you go. Pretending a ship's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was
it was cool.
What was that fun. Like standing up that far away?
What do you mean on the?
Like standing that far away while we were messing with a model far away from you, and you were just standing.
I was thinking you guys know what you're doing, hopefully, in that, yeah, it's work out, and it'll be what you guys want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
But did you think
but it did turn out well for the size of things and proportion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Or we got the effect we had in our heads, you know.
Mm-hmm. I think we just like yelled at you to start looking up.
Yeah.
Then we moved up and we just kind of like yelled because you were like 60 feet, 50 feet away.
Yeah, you had to be pretty far away. Thank God for that location, now that I think about it.
No shit.
Because we were thinking, oh, it doesn't need to be that far. And it actually needed to be.
What if we didn't
go to other than that comet passing by, it was kind of neat that we were in a bowl that kind of hid the background.
Kind of hit a lot of, there's some power lines, but it hit a lot of like kind of modern stuff.
Originally, right here, we were supposed to have sounds of partying and like people saying "Bye, chef, good luck," and
we just never did.
And then we never did it, and it looks kind of funny.
It's just funnier, yeah. It's like how cheap is your movie? You don't show the party at all,
and the restaurant's completely empty.
You just mention
no extras in there, you know. I guess I didn't mention that.
It was kind of cool that day, huh? Thank God.
It was.
I mean, it wasn't.
Yeah,
well,
because
it's always pretty cool down there. The
Right.
majority, pleasant.
those wigs and those costumes can get pretty hot. You know, you're walking around.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
for sure.
This is actually your house.
Yeah,
We're pretending like it's a series of buildings or something.
Oh.
That's actually the house in Mexico.
Now, where are the cat names?
Pfeiffer and Rufio. I think one of them's like Dr. Pfeiffer.
Oh,
I can't see it from here. I don't have my glasses, but
And
the names are hidden in like whoever wrote the retirement form for you.
Rufio's actually the cat in the cat logo.
Yeah,
It's actually
that
Rufio.
little white cat you see in the logo. So that's just a vacuum cleaner.
you know what?
Pipe
I
thing.
never noticed the spaceship behind up on top of the house.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I never noticed that before.
Yeah, it's sucking you up. So I had a couple ideas, and like I drew a ray thing in like After Effects or something. But then we watched this old movie, what they had done, and they had just zoomed on like a vacuum tube, like a ridged vacuum tube, and sort of just superimposed it over the person that was being sucked up into their ship.
Mm-hmm.
So I got my old Electrolux thing. Tube, and we just ran it in front of the camera and did the same thing when we sucked you up.
So that's how that was done?
Yeah, you know the little ridge thing?
Mm-hmm.
And then we just kind of cropped it and sized it to be perfectly
Make it
around you.
Make it like half visible, and it looks like it's over the top of you.
Yeah.
And it's based, I think, was it Message from Space, the movie?
I think so.
We took, I don't remember now, but we took a lot of inspiration from public domain sci-fi movies. And the music in this movie is all completely
if you
from
mean
old movies.
inspiration, you mean just lifting things
Stealing?
completely. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I
Stealing
meant.
music and concepts.
Hey, Ralph, who does your eyebrows?
Carly? Yeah. Those costumes are really fun, you know?
Those ones, oh yeah.
Yeah, I like them a lot. The little antennas I made out of
Pipe cleaners?
pool noodles.
Oh. What?
So the pool noodle, you know that big foam thing that I
Oh.
give you with the phone at the
Yeah.
end? That's just the other half of the pool noodle I didn't use, or a piece of it that I used to make the little stems out of
Like headbands and...
coat hangers and headbands and foam noodles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's...
What else we got?
Good job.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
I like it.
Me too.
It's,
So you did a great job in it as the chef.
Thank you. I had my doubts at times. Just,
Because after Saint Dick 2, this is like your biggest role.
well, you know, it's frustrating not being able to remember your lines and, you know, wasting everybody's time. But, you know, I was brain dead.
We
that
never...
day.
I never felt that way.
Do you remember... God, it was here or something. I had a line that I just could not get right.
It
was in the ship.
No, it was in the ship. You had that really
I
like
kept saying
4 sentences long.
the
or
line
something.
backwards, and it was like 2 a.m. and I just and then I was doing what you're doing, which is like you overthink it.
Yeah, you overthink it.
And then you're like, God, I'm trying to do a good job here.
Don't screw up again. And
Exactly.
It's-
You don't want to.
it's
You don't
posi-
want to waste everyone's time. like
positive
you said.
reinforcement that you screw up.
Yeah, you overthink it, and then you're tired, and then trying to film everything.
Yeah, if there's a lot of cutting on one of Ralph's lines, it's probably that one that you
Yeah.
couldn't get through entirely. So,
Where did the flame come from?
but that
How did you do that?
That's just like I don't know, some effect some guy made online that you could download for free.
Great.
And so there's a lot of cool resources on the internet. People giving
Does it
stuff
take you
away
a lot
for
of,
free.
Does it take you a lot of time to find that stuff? I mean, or like finding the one you want?
It depends.
sometimes I would say it doesn't take a long time to find something like that, but finding the one you want takes
Yeah.
a long time.
Mhm.
So it's like
Yeah, that's what I mean. You go to
Yeah,
this
yeah.
category and they
There's
have
a
like,
huge source of like flames,
You're
but then
like,
it's
oh,
like,
yeah.
well, which flame actually looks like it could be coming
then it's
out in
almost
a shape?
like too much. You know, it's like
Yeah.
paradox of choice, and you're like, well, let me try all like 100 of them, and
Yeah.
you know, or like let me look at 50 of them. Instead
But
of
then,
just being like
Like
5
one
or
time.
something.
but then how do you two guys decide between the two of you?
Oh.
Flip a coin?
Uh,
Or do you go to
I
blows?
don't know. We sort of. What would you say, Ralph? Like,
I don't know. Sometimes.
Can you put on pause?
Oh sure, yeah. Okay, recording.
do we come to blows? Do we come to blows? I would say that, like, a lot of times one of us will just do something, you know? Like Ralph will just find a flame and superimpose it.
And submit it.
And then show it to me. And I'll be like, looks great. And then we don't discuss it anymore. Or I'll do a cut and he'll be like, oh, that looks cool. And then we're just fine with it.
Oh, good.
And then if there's a problem, then we go into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, have you ever both been adamant about your different picks?
It happens certain times for really dumb things. Like, for example, in this movie, it's not really related to like an effect or anything, but the line where Casey says, make like the wind and fart out of here. I wrote that line because, and Casey hated it, and he wanted me to say it. But because of the way we switched the aliens in the script or whatever, he ended up having to say it, and he hated saying that line. But it turned out really funny, and a lot of people, even though Casey hates it, like, people have told me that they like that line specifically.
And we'll sort of be like, oh, well, I gave you the cut in this early thing, so
well, it does kind of make us more in common with aliens because they use the same word for fart.
Yeah, I know. It's bringing people together. You know, so we sort of, like, argue at something, and then one of us will just be like, oh, whatever, and then it's fine.
We'll sleep on it, and the next day we compromise or something like that.
With me, I'm always adamant about something, and then I sleep on it, and then I'm totally fine the next day, as if, like, I didn't care at all.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes, a lot of times Ralph will be fine with something. He'll be like, cool. And then maybe, like,
he'll just
5 days later, he'll be like, well, can we look at it another way?
Yeah.
And, which always, like, annoys me because I think it's, like, locked in in my head, and then you want to...
But sometimes you have to watch something a couple times before, like, everything kicks in, and you're like, that face looks dumb, kind of. Maybe there's a better take.
It's true.
But it's annoying when you're, like, saying that to the person who's been editing it for...
I remember
a bunch of days in a row.
Yeah, so I mean, there's never any, like, actual arguing going on.
Nah.
You know.
What's your acting process?
This is where I thought I could have done a better job of on my.
I think it looks funny though. That shot is just superimposed in the same area where we did the spaceship.
Oh, didn't you know
it's
what?
Just a picture of your house with like a picture of me.
Yeah, that's totally fake too. We just have you.
If anybody can
because I just noticed the spaceship in the background.
Well, we have you getting sucked up, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that was in the bowl that we filmed at the end. So we put in Ralph and we put in your house and the spaceship and everything. So you're actually the only real thing, because you didn't film that part in Mexico. I forgot about that.
Really?
The whole building fake. Ralph is just standing there. He's just a little picture.
That's amazing. You guys can do that.
I forgot about that. And then we just kind of like painted bushes in the front or something like that.
Yeah, I blended it.
And masked it a little bit. A lot of stuff, like a lot of shots like that will come about from us not like getting all the shots we need, kind of. And I'll be like, well, Ralph, there's like, he's just in a field and you're standing right by a house. So then you have to add a house in, and luckily we can do that nowadays, that kind of stuff.
Yes, it's amazing.
But I totally forgot that.
Yeah.
Good compositing over
there. Right. If you look closely, it doesn't look bad at all.
No, but now everyone's gonna be looking at it.
No, it got by me, and I was right there. Practically.
Yeah. The idea for this movie and our other movies are just based on a pun that we come up with that's food related.
Yeah. That's seriously it.
We do that, and then we come up with a story around it. So we knew, okay, it has to be an alien movie. And then maybe we were watching an old movie and we're like, you know what, it'd be cool if we did it like a sci-fi old movie.
Yeah, why did we decide to do it in an old movie?
Yeah, well, look at I'm looking at some of my acting here, and I'm glad you guys asked me to do some more work with you. I thought I was going to hear the line, "You're never going to work in this town again."
You're going to be in all of them, man. Always find a role for you, mini role.
Your newest role might be the best role yet.
That thing really looks great. the proportions.
Oh yeah. There was one test that we did where it looked absolutely perfect. Remember that? Mm-hmm. The shadows were like this looks good, but it there was one where it looked like it was just sitting right on the dirt, and the shadows looked like kind of the shadows for the little legs. It was amazing. It blended in so perfectly, but this looks great too. So here Ralph and I are just walking towards nothing.
Did you get any of those moves from the Coneheads?
Yeah, the little.
There's probably some inspiration there.
That lean back.
I like how the flames just not reacting to the ground at all.
It's not burning the grass or anything.
It's not. It's just burning.
Man, that's such a good twist at the end.
That was totally stolen from a Twilight Zone episode and some other short story that I had read too.
Yeah.
Where the same ending happened,
Yeah, I had a ball doing it. I mean, it was work, but
now we have memories.
Yeah, it's fun. And something to show, yeah. That's why I like making films like this, is you sort of have photo albums of you.
But they're more interesting than just more photos.
Interesting, because I've made a lot of movies since high school, so now I can see me and my friends 10 years ago, but we're dressed up in stupid costumes, but we look younger and stuff. So it's sort of a time capsule / photo album / fun story,
Well, it is kind of takes a little bit of, I don't know, courage or bravery to put yourself out there, because you can end up looking like a total fool.
Especially in our movies.
But us, we don't care, No.
That's the beauty of it.
But there's people that I wouldn't do that,
Yeah.
Because.
Yeah, I'm glad you have that similar sensibilities to us.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Carly has my sense of humor, I think.
Yeah.
Kind of a dry wit.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah. Any other aspects?
I can't. I'll probably, like I say, it'll be like when I debate. I'll be 5 miles down the road. That's what I should have
said. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Do you have anything else?
No.
No, it's just I really enjoyed it.
Cool. It's
cool.
It's posterity.
Yeah, we'll watch it in 10 years and not remember anything about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So anyway, that's our commentary for U.P.H.O.
Yeah. Hope you enjoy it.
Yeah.
Recorded October 11th, 2016.
Yeah, let's timestamp all these
at
things.
6:30 approximately.
PM.
Yeah. In Carly's place while she's not here. After we had a couple beers.
Yeah.
All right.
Great.